right, new at 6, tweens are taking over Sephora, buying expensive serums to fight wrinkles and aging, which leads them into beauty stores like Sephora and Ulta. It's a trend known as Sephora babies, and some adults are not too thrilled about sharing those spaces with younger customers.
The amount of 12-year-olds, I would say like 10 to 13-year-olds in there, like taking up every single section in the store is actually outrageous.
I just want to be that girl.
Oh my God.
Yeah, TikTok videos like this one showing the skincare routines and mature makeup collections of tweens and teens are flooding social media. Parents are frustrated and they're wondering if it's even safe for their kids to be putting this stuff on their faces.
Joining us now is dermatologist Dr. Anna Guanche. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. So does retinol make sense if you're 10 years old?
Absolutely not. In most cases, unless there's an acne or some problem with the skin, there's really no need for retinoids at that age. In fact, that can exfoliate the skin and cause it to be more likely to sunburn and get UV damage. And most of your UV damage actually happens before age 15. So if you do these exfoliating serums, then what ends up happening is you sunburn more easily. So unless these kids, and I call them kids because they're 10 to 12 years old, are going to be super consistent about wearing SPF, they really shouldn't be using anything that exfoliates their skin.
So many parents are watching and saying, well, what is okay for my kid? What is the long-term damage? So obviously you touched on that a bit, but no doubt you can expand.
Well, the long-term damage is that if they accumulate UV exposure, they're going to eventually be predisposed to skin cancer. If they consistently use AHA, BHAs, what we're seeing retinoids, we're seeing glycolics, all that. If they use that and don't properly use SPF every single day, which I worry they may not at that level of maturity, then they're actually making their skin worse over time. And that's not to mention if they have any specific skin condition, either eczema or acne, or they're developing one, they need to have tailored products that are specific to their skin type, or they might cause acne scarring and such things. So
you say SPF every single day. What level SPF?
So SPF 30 or higher every day, and it can just be like Neutrogena, CeraVe, just a bland type of SPF that's not $80 a tube. And then they can use Cetaphil cleanser, which is a great gentle cleanser and does take makeup off. Hopefully they're not wearing too much, but if they are, it'll remove their makeup and not cause dry skin or irritation.
I mean, this is a trend that is new, really a phenomenon. It was just hard to get a child to wash their face at the end of the day. So what do you make of this, and the fact that there have not been long-term studies on how new skin versus aged skin deals with all these products?
Right. I mean, we don't have formal studies because, like you said, people didn't even wash their face. I mean, we had to really encourage teenagers and middle schoolers to keep their face clean every night, take their makeup off and things like that. So it's actually, to some extent, a favorable trend that we're getting people who care about their skin early. So hopefully, as long as we do it right, we don't get any damage that early. These habits form with good, gentle products, and then when they need something stronger, they're ready to transition into that.
Okay, so if you had a tween at home right now and your mom, what would you say to them, and what would be their nightly routine?
Well, this mom is a dermatologist.
Yes.
So I would be very much tailoring the skincare to what's going on with their skin. And of course, most people at age 10 haven't reached puberty yet, and that's when your oil glands mature. So they don't really need a lot of strong active ingredients. Their skin's very sensitive, and it's thinner and actually more susceptible to UV damage at that age. So I would just be having them use simple SPF 30 or higher daily, non-comedogenic SPF, and then nighttime a light moisturizer, and that's after using a gentle cleanser both morning and night.
And then one last thing about the anti-wrinkle at that age. I mean, because I've seen this with the young ones.
It is pretty funny. People are getting younger and younger worrying about their wrinkles. I get 20-year-olds that are very worried about their wrinkles these days in my office. So it's something like a huge trend to be worried.
But it doesn't prevent it at that age.
At 8, you don't need to wear an anti-wrinkle cream, right?
No, you don't need to, but yeah, the anti-wrinkle cream at any age, especially those young ages, is the SPF, because it's the sun that's damaging your skin and causing wrinkles. So that's all you really need at that age.
Okay, SPF, you heard it here, folks.
Dr. Guanche, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.